All right, FAQ. I think it's the crime. It's supposed to be like a crime documentary, not crime documentary, but a crime film. Crime film. Courtroom drama. That's what it's word. That's the word.
बात यहाँ तक नहीं पहुँचनी चाहिए थी बानू। तुम्हें क्या लगा मैं डर जाऊँगा?
बात सिर्फ आपकी ज़बान की थी।
नहीं, पिछली बार तुमने कहा था कि तुम्हारी इज्जत की बात है।
Or not.
हम अब्बास से बेहद प्यार करते थे। उसी प्यार से इस लड़ाई की शुरुआत हुई।
तुम कोई पहली औरत तो हो नहीं जिसने अपना शौहर बांटा है। बिरयानी या शीर कुरमा नहीं है, ज़बान कर बहुत सवाब।
What? Is he like married to multiple people?
बहुत बरकत होगी। अब्बास शौहर है हमारे।
ये रही मेहर की रकम। अब आज से हमारा कोई रिश्ता नहीं है। तलाक। तलाक। तलाक।
Divorce.
आपकी बेगम आपके ऊपर केस कर रही है।
हमारे 3 छोटे बच्चे हैं। महीने के खर्च पर बात हुई थी, अचानक पैसे देना बंद कर दिया।
मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ और सेकुलर लॉ को आप एक दूसरे के खिलाफ खड़ा कर रही हैं।
एक सांस में 3 बार तलाक लेना कैसे सही हो सकता है सर?
तुमने न सिर्फ कौम के साथ गद्दारी की है बल्कि काफिरों का साथ दिया है।
तो आप कह रही हैं कि शरीयत के तरीके से दिया गया तलाक लागू नहीं है?
इन्होंने कुरान पढ़ा ही नहीं है और शरीयत बोल रहे हैं।
सिर्फ एक हियरिंग की बात है, हो गई एक हियरिंग।
जो बात अंदरूनी तौर पर रफा दफा हो जानी चाहिए थी।
Like I'm gonna say, I don't like how divorce is portrayed. I don't. I personally believe like divorce is there is no reason for it. Well, like there are only what is it 3? Whether you're abusive, whether there's abuse, whether there's cheating, and I think the third is like just it can't be worked on. It can't be worked on. Like that's it. That's it. But it's funny because like I'll talk to my wife and I'm like, I'm completely against divorce because I chose to marry her. I wanted to marry her. She's the only one for me. But at the same time, I talked to her about how I would prefer if certain people would just divorce because it's obvious that they just don't care about each other. Because like I've mentioned it where relationships are transactional. There's always give and take, which is why in India, the love relationships, I would look at them and be like, well, that's not going to work out. Yet you look at the arranged relationships, it starts off transactional. So they go into it with the right mindset because I need to put in work to work for my wife, to make her happy, to make sure she's always, she always feels the love come from me, and she needs to do the same. That's just how it is. It's transactional. You always have to work on it because if both aren't working on it, the marriage is dead. And when you go into it with a transactional mindset, which I've always had, you just know it'll work unless the other party, like I'm a firm believer, like if my wife didn't work on the relationship, then what's the point in me putting in all the effort? It's sad, but you have to have a realistic mindset when it comes to that. Because in some cases, I absolutely believe that divorce is completely valid and far better. But at the same time, I don't believe in divorce. It's kind of hypocritical, but at the same time, yeah, I don't personally believe in it. I believe if you marry someone, you're choosing to be with them. You're signing your life. It's a life sentence. It's a life sentence. That's why that's till death do us part. It's a life sentence. But a lot of people don't view it that way. They just view it as like, oh, I'm just feeling these emotions right now. So it's interesting because I'm like, I'm all for divorce, but at the same time, I'm completely against it. Because I personally don't believe in it, but I understand there are cases where it's absolutely a necessity. Absolutely. Like I've pointed out a few to my wife, and she's all, well, and it's frowned upon. It's frowned upon, especially in India. And it's like, why? In some cases, it would just be better. But then the women can't ever find someone because they were divorced. It's tragic.
अब ज़माना उसे देखेगा।
अगर पूरा मुल्क इसमें घुसने ही वाला है, we'll give this nation a spectacle.
जब एक औरत पे हर कानून, हर सजा लागू होती है तो मर्द क्यों बचता है?
सेक्युलर लॉ की आड़ में शरीयत का मजाक बनाया जा रहा है और हम देखते रह जाएंगे। इसे बचाना हमारा फर्ज है।
हम सिर्फ मुसलमान औरत नहीं, हम हिंदुस्तान की मुसलमान औरत है, इसी मिट्टी में पले बड़े हैं, इसलिए कानून हमें भी उसी नजर से देखे जैसे बाकी हिंदुस्तानियों को देखता है।
Yep, the law should be equal. Completely agree. Corporate drama, right? November 7th. Yeah. I'm completely for like the law should be equal. Like there are a lot, like in India, women get ridiculed for it, but for men they can continue on with their life. There are a lot of places in the world where women get divorced and they're ridiculed for it. However, it's reversed here in the US. A woman gets a divorce and she's like praised, "Oh, go girl, yes queen, you did what's right for you." But you've destroyed a family because the woman didn't want to put in the work for the relationship. So it goes both ways. It's a good thing and a bad thing. That's why I'm both for it and against it, because there are situations, but everyone should be treated the same. The man should be ridiculed for not putting in the effort. A man should be ridiculed for just like, why would you abandon your wife? You promised to be together in sickness and in health, for rich or for poor. It's just, of course, not all do the same vows, but they all have kind of the same concept there. Yeah, that looks interesting. I'm curious on how I'll see. And yeah, like, she's a Muslim woman. Why are the laws different for her? Because she's Muslim? No. The law should be exactly the same across the board. Across the board. I've always been a firm believer of that. I will always be a firm believer of that.
You guys see the video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, Sandra.